If you send hey, they send hey. But with opening moves on Bumble, you can get to better chats faster. Because if you send most underrated summer activity, they send eating spicy soup in front of the air conditioner on full blast. And that's something you can work with. You're still making the first move, but you can choose a question or write your own to get sent to all your matches. So you can relax and see what they come back with. Download Bumble and try it for yourself.
This episode is brought to you by National Geographic, presenting its new documentary film, Endurance. Follow the greatest survival story ever told, unpacking the legendary feat of polar explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton, who kept his crew alive for over a year, despite losing their ship in frigid pack ice. Over a century later, a team of modern-day explorers set out to find the sunken ship. Endurance, now streaming on Hulu and Disney+.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily. Should I get married based simply on the desire to be married? By Marc Katz of evanmarckatz.com. Quote, my boyfriend and I have been dating for almost a year and a half. We are 33 and 35 and live in separate cities. We have never been a fireworks love story, but we love each other and enjoy each other's company. The time has come to take the next step, as we both want kids, a house, and a future. It's just that we have been single for this long for a reason. I am overly critical and impatient, and he is overly sensitive and lacks emotional intelligence. We have fallen into the habit of this tit-for-tat bickering, and I'm starting to find him unattractive. He recently stayed at my house for 3 days, and we didn't have once. I could barely bring myself to cuddle him. We got better as time went on and had a really enjoyable last day together, but I think we are kidding ourselves that this is a match made in heaven. What I'm asking, though, is can a couple who acknowledge they are not head over heels in love with each other build a life together and make each other happy? My parents divorced, and I am very scared of repeating my parents' mistakes and getting married for the wrong reasons. I guess, in this situation, we both acknowledge that we are not madly in love with each other and have a lot of personality flaws that we need to work on, but still want to build a life together. I just don't know if committing to this relationship will make either of us happy in the long run, but I also don't want to miss out on an opportunity that could make us blissfully happy. Nicola. End quote. I'd like to think that I'm pretty predictable as a writer, and by predictable I don't mean boring, but rather consistent. Even when some readers think I'm contradicting myself because they think in black and white rather than gray, I can usually find a thread that connects all of my advice logically. Which brings me to your question, Nicola. I have spent many years pounding the drum of kindness, commitment, and values over mind-boggling chemistry. I have spent many years defending my point of view from people who misinterpret it. And that's why I am so glad I can answer your question for you today. No, you should not get married based simply on the desire to be married with children. This is completely consistent with everything I've ever written, and is why it's so important to see the nuance in each individual situation. Allow me to elaborate. Quote, we have never been a fireworks love story, but we love each other and enjoy each other's company. End quote. This is okay. You don't need fireworks to have a great marriage, especially since those initial fireworks generally simmer down after 2 to 3 years. I would say you were on the right track, except for, well, the rest of your letter. Quote, the time has come to take the next step as we both want kids, a house, and a future. It's just that we have been single for this long for a reason. I am overly critical and impatient, and he's overly sensitive and lacks emotional intelligence. We have fallen into the habit of this tit-for-tat bickering, and I'm starting to find him unattractive. He recently stayed at my house for 3 days, and we didn't have once. I could barely bring myself to cuddle him. End quote. While I want to give you kudos for your self-awareness, it's kind of obvious that you're not that self-aware at all. You are actually thinking of marrying a guy that you don't find attractive, don't feel affection for, and don't want to have with. Quote, I just don't know if committing to this relationship will make either of us happy in the long run, but I also don't want to miss out on an opportunity that could make us blissfully happy. End quote. Do you really think that this opportunity will make you blissfully happy, Nicola? It seems painfully obvious that, if anything, marriage will make you miserable, And that's our teaching moment for the day. Marriage and kids do not fix your relationship issues. It magnifies them. I have a few friends who married due to some combination of timing, we're in our mid-30s, fear, what if I let this go, I have to start over, and inertia. We've already spent 3 years together. None of these friends have happy marriages. In fact, their marriages are just like their relationships, but worse. My friend's wife, who is insecure and sensitive, is still really insecure and sensitive, except she now lives with my friend 24/7 and is bound to him by a contract. Another friend married a decent-looking, stable man with no discernible personality. You could tell on her wedding day that she wasn't enthusiastic, and 7 years and 2 kids later, she's no happier with him, although she's glad she has kids. So, for all the talk from us relationship experts about what's important in a relationship, it's essential that we make a distinction here. When I say that you need to have a man who is consistent, kind, and commitment-oriented, a man who is a giver, a man who shares your same long-term goals and values, that is true. But that's not all there is to a relationship. You need to really like each other. You need to really get along with each other. You need to fight rarely, and when you do, get over it fast. And you do need to have some measure of a connection, because if you don't, your life will come to a grinding halt the second you have kids. The reason I give the advice I give is because millions of women choose men who are not consistent, kind, selfless, and relationship-oriented. So I have to remind them about what's really important. You can have what's really important, a nice, marriageable man, but if you don't enjoy his company more than anyone in the world, he's not your husband. For all the people who've ever told me that I settled on my wife because we don't have a fireworks love story, you don't really get it. She's my favorite person in the world. We never fight, we laugh a lot, I trust her with my life, and we have a good life. I know no happier couples. Anyone can have this, as long as you don't waste your time on selfish jerks, or, as in your case, Nicola, trying hard to fit a square peg in a round hole just because the time has come to take the next step. The time has come, my friend. Dump your guy and find one you want to marry. You just listened to the post titled, Should I Get Married Based Simply on the Desire to Be Married? By Marc Katz of evanmarckatz.com.
The holiday season officially starts when you get that first card in the mail. Shutterfly makes it easy to add more meaning to the everyday with hundreds of holiday card designs that can be personalized in seconds with your favorite photos from this year. Select your greeting, customize the color, and even add little extras like personalized foil to make a holiday card that really shines. Enjoy 40% off with code SMILE40 at Shutterfly.com and send something meaningful this year. See site for more details.
Talk to your specialist about Botox Cosmetic, Anabotulinum Toxin A, because Botox Cosmetic Day is back on November 20th. For one day only, buy one $50 gift card, get one free, while supplies last. It gets better because it's not just one day of celebration, but the whole month of November. Refer a friend to Ali, and you'll both get $50 off a Botox Cosmetic treatment. Plus, if you register and get treated during November 1st to 30th, you have the chance to win $10,000. For prescribing information and box warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300. No purchase necessary for sweepstakes entry. Treatment must occur by 12/6. For full official rules, offer terms and conditions, and to join Ali, visit BotoxCosmeticDay.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
And a great call by Evan on this one. It is important to realize that the idea of marriage and children is framed as something so beautiful from the second we're old enough to watch Disney movies. And while this is definitely true for some marriages, the real problem is that we become so fixed on the idea of marriage that we easily stand to value it more than the potential spouses in question. Okay? Marriage and the whole nine, it works when it's with the right person. And if it's not the right person, it does indeed get worse, as Evan suggests. For people in Nicola's shoes, I say learn to detach the old emotional story from marriage, recognize value in your life with or without a partner, and let marriage be a supplement to something that's already wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope this post has given you all a chance to reflect on your relationships with your partner a little bit. We are done for now, but not for long. I will see you again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.